Alright, so here's your guys' review on rational functions, expressions, and equations for your guys' math test, okay? So recall the first 12 you guys will be for your guys' retake quiz, and then the last 6 will be for your guys' test. Well, the whole thing, but for the first 12 will be for your guys' retake quiz. So for number 1, now we're dealing with expressions, and with expressions, you guys, when we add or subtract, you guys have to get the denominators to be the same. So for this problem right here, well, first we should probably factor out this, you guys. And if we factor out that, we're going to get x plus 5 times x plus 1. So basically, in order for this denominator to match up with this, we need to multiply this side by x plus 1 to top and to bottom. And then we distribute the 3 to there. And also, don't forget to distribute the minus sign. So we're going to get 3 times x for 3x, because once you guys have the same common denominator, you guys just add or subtract the tops pretty much. So distribute the 3 to both, and you guys get 3 times x for 3x. 3 times 1 is 3. Minus x and plus 7. And then combine like terms. 3x minus x is 2x, and then 3 plus 7 is plus 10. Now, once you guys simplify this, just make sure you factor the top just in case, if you can, just in case anything might cancel. And what do you guys know? The x plus 5's cancel. So all you guys have remaining is 2 over x plus 1. Number 2, again, when we're adding or subtracting, we have to get the denominators to be the same. So I can factor off that, and then in order for us to get the same common denominator, we should probably multiply this side by x plus 6 to top and bottom, because then we can combine the tops. So we're going to get x minus 7 times x plus 6 on the bottom, because both of them are the same, you guys. Now just simplify the top. Distribute this. So we get 5x plus 30 minus 7, and that simplifies to 5x plus 23. We cannot factor anything, so that will be our final answer. But again, once you guys get the denominators to be the exact same, then you guys can add or subtract the numerators. This is only when you guys add or subtract fractions. So we should probably factor this to be x plus 2 times x minus 2. This is missing an x minus 2 at the bottom, so multiply top and bottom by x minus 2. Distribute the 7. So we're going to have the same common denominator of x plus 2 times x minus 2. 7 times x is 7x. 7 times negative 2, negative 14 plus 3. Negative 14, you guys, plus 3, that is negative 11 all over x plus 2 times x minus 2. Number 4, again, get the denominators to be the same. So first factor that using difference of squares. And then this side is missing an x minus 3, right? Because then the denominators are the same. So just combine the top. So we got x plus 3 times x minus 3, and now combine the top, so we got to factor that. Don't forget the plus 3. Plus 2x minus 6. Now combine like terms. The 3 and the negative 6 combine for 2x minus 3 all over x plus 3 times x minus 3. So those are the first 4. Now with division and multiplication, for these, you guys, all you guys have to do is just change them all to be multiplication and then cancel from top and from bottom. So because we got division right, we should just rewrite everything. so that we are dealing with multiplication, and then you guys take the reciprocal of this. Flip it, x squared minus 6x minus 27 all over x minus 3. Now, what we have to do now is we have to factor everything. So we can factor this by factoring out an 8, so we get x minus 6. We can factor this, which is x method, so it'd be x minus 9 times x plus 6. And we can factor this by x minus 9 times x plus 3. And basically, when you guys look at all this stuff, right? When you guys take a look at this stuff, the x minus 9s cancel. Sorry, this is supposed to be a positive. The x plus 6 cancel, the x minus 9s cancel, so all you guys are left with is 8 times x plus 3 all over x minus 3. So factor everything. If it's division, then take the reciprocal, and once you guys factor everything, cancel everything you can from top and from bottom. Okay, and number 6, again, we have multiplication, division, so we have to change all of these and take the reciprocal of this. And now we have to factor everything. We can factor this, this, and this. This one's x plus 9 times x minus 9. This one's x plus 9 times x minus 5. And this one over here, you factor out an extra third from both and get x minus 5. So what can you cancel? X to the thirds cancel, x minus 5 cancel, and x plus 9s cancel. So all you guys have left is 1 all over x minus 9. Now for number 7. So for number 7, this can factor, and this can factor. So we factor out a 3 to get x plus 8. This is difference of squares, so x plus 2 times x minus 2. And this one right here, you guys, x plus 8 times x minus 2. So the x plus 8's cancel, the x minus 2's cancel, and that's it. 3 times x plus 2 all over x minus 1. Number 8. Again, multiplication, so we just leave it, and now let's factor. All of these ones I highlighted for can factor. You can factor out a 2 from there. You can do this by difference of squares factoring, so x plus 8 times x minus 8. And this one, you guys, x plus 8 times x minus 5. And then cancel. The x minus 5's cancel, the x plus 8's cancel, so all you guys have left is 2 on the top with x minus 8 all over x plus 8. So those are expressions: addition and subtraction, division, and multiplication. Now let's get to equations. So with equations, first, let's factor this so that it becomes x plus 5 times x minus 5 factoring. Now we're going to multiply the entire thing by the LCD, which is x plus 5 times x minus 5. So, and we also know x cannot be negative 5 or 5, because if this was negative 5, you guys, negative 5 plus 5 would be 0. If this was 5, then 5 minus 5 would be 0 in the denominator. So that will come in handy maybe. So now let's multiply everything by the LCD, you guys, so that we can get rid of all the denominators. So if we multiply this times this, you guys, the x plus 5's cancel, which only gives you x minus 5. Next, if you guys multiply this to this, the x minus 5 cancel, so all you have left is the negative x and the x plus 5. So negative x times x plus 5. And then this times this, you guys, well, all this stuff cancels, so all you have left is this 3x plus 7. Okay, so let's distribute this. X minus 5, negative x times x is negative x squared, negative x times 5, negative 5x equals 3x plus 7. Don't know why it became like that, but okay, we have this, okay. And now let's combine like terms. So these combined, let's put the negative x squared in the front, minus 4x minus 5 equals 3x plus 7. Now let's get this equal to 0, so subtract 7 and subtract 3x from both sides, and we get negative x squared minus 7x minus 12 all equals 0. Now we do not like to have a negative in the front, so what we're going to do is we're going to factor out a negative 1 to get x squared plus 7x plus 12 equals 0. And I will factor this out by using x method, so it's going to be x plus 3 times x plus 4. So x has to equal to negative 3 and x has to equal to negative 4. And just make sure you check this. They are fine. So that's going to be your guys' answer. So factor and then set them both equal to 0, right? Okay, number 10. Okay, so first of all, x can't factor anything, so x should not be negative 3 or 3. And then the LCD, well, I see two different factors of x plus 3 times x minus 3, so that's going to be my LCD. That's going to multiply to everything. So this times this, the x plus 3's cancel, so all that's left is the x minus 3 and the x plus 5. This times this, you guys, the x minus 3's cancel, so all you're left with is the 5 times the x plus 3. And then this times this, you guys, x minus 3's cancel, so that just leaves the 5 times the x plus 3. Okay, and now we multiply. So this, you guys, is a double distribution, right? These are singular distributions, so we're going to get x to the second, x times x squared, x times 5 is 5x, negative 3 times x is negative 3x, negative 3 times 5, negative 15. 5 times x, 5x, 5 times 3, 15, and then same thing over here. So now let's combine like terms. All these x terms combine, and these constants combine. So we have x to the second plus 7x equals 5x plus 15. And now let's subtract 5x from both sides to get x squared plus 2x equals 15, and subtract 15 on both sides. X squared plus 2x minus 15 all equals to 0. Then we factor and we get x plus 5 times x minus 3 equals 0. So x has to equal to 5 and x has to equal to, negative 5 and x has to equal to 3. Now this cannot be an answer because everybody look at the very beginning, x cannot be negative 3 or 3 because that will produce a denominator of 0. So x cannot equal 3, so the only answer is x got to equal to negative 5. This is what you guys call an extraneous solution. So just remember that. 11. So factor out the denominator. So let's factor this out to be x plus 4 times x plus 1. X cannot be negative 1 or negative 4, right? So let's multiply everything by the LCD. So this times this, you guys, the x plus 1's cancel. So we just got 3 times x plus 4. This times this, you guys, the x plus 4's cancel. So we got a negative x times an x plus 1. And lastly, this times this, you guys, the x plus 4 and x plus 1's cancel. So all we have left is 3x. So let's distribute this, right? 3 times x is 3x, 3 times 4 is 12. Negative x times x is negative x squared. Negative x times 1 is negative x equals 3x. So again, these are the only ones that can combine on the left-hand side. So negative x squared plus 2x plus 12 equals 3x, and subtract 3x from both sides. Now again, we do not like having a negative on the in the leading coefficient. So factor out a negative 1 to get x squared plus x minus 12 equals 0. And you guys factor that using x method. X plus 4 times x minus 3 equals 0. So x equals negative 4 and x equals 3. But again, because we wrote x cannot be negative 1 or negative 4, it cannot be this as an answer. So your only answer is x is equals to 3. And again, this is what we call, right, an extraneous solution. And last one, number 12. Again, this factors, you guys, to be x minus 2 times x minus 4. X cannot be 2 or 4 because 2 or 4 would make the denominator 0. So then, let's multiply everything by the LCD of x minus 2 times x minus 4. This times this, the x minus 2's cancel, so it's just 2 times x minus 4. When you multiply this times this, the x minus 4's cancel, so it just leaves x times x minus 2. And when you guys multiply this to this, the x minus 2 and x minus 4's cancel, so you guys just got a 2x plus a 7. Let's distribute. So we get 2 times x is 2x, 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. X times x is x to the second. X times negative 2, negative 2x equals 2x plus 7. So combine like terms first on the left hand side. So we get x squared. 2x minus 2x cancel, you guys. So we get minus 8 equals 2x plus 7. So subtract them negative 2x. That can't combine with anything. So minus 2x minus 8. And then subtract 7 to both sides. X squared minus 2x minus 15 equals 0. Factor x minus 5 times x plus 3 equals 0. Excuse me. And then solve for x. X got to equal to 5 and x got to equal to negative 3. Which I believe both of those answers are perfectly fine because they don't interfere with what x cannot be. Alright, so practice, retry them over and over again until you guys master these skills, okay? Good luck, and I'll do the second part in another video. Peace.